Good evening, guys. Today's review is going to be another one from the Neca Alien series. This is Bishop. This is Queen Attack Bishop. And unlike the standard Bishop that comes with the benefit of having a flashlight accessory and also his legs, this one has a facehugger egg and a facehugger, and I think that's way cooler than a flashlight. Also, you get Bishop with all his tube-like entrails hanging out and looking like he just got out of a Japanese porno. We're running out of characters from the Aliens series. Later on, we get Vasquez and Frost, and I'm not sure what to do about Frost. Part of me kind of wants him. I mean, but I don't know. I feel like Neco's not. Well, I was gonna say Neco's probably not gonna be able to make every character. In fact, I already know they're not going to, and they already said they're not gonna make characters like Burke and like Newt, who you think would be like super important. Only like San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I don't know how I get my hands on that. I'm not entirely worried about it because it's just Newt, and I guess I never really gravitated towards liking that kid ever. But she was a cute kid, don't get me wrong, but I didn't have any attachment to her. Anyways, well, I don't know how I'd be able to buy her anyways, and then they wouldn't make Burke because he wouldn't sell. Bishop barely sells in them. Well, normal Bishop anyway, because it just looks like you're buying a janitor toy. So I don't know about Frost. I'd like to get everything, but I know I can't afford that. So it's hard to say. If they could just make Apone and Drake, I'd be really happy. But anyways, that's not to say we're running out of Aliens figures. There's way more Alien stuff coming out. A lot of stuff paying homage to the 90s Kenner Aliens toy line, which that's really cool. But that's way in the future. So for now, we just have this Bishop. I actually wanted it, you know, the moment I saw it, but like I said, because it doesn't sell, I just kind of left it around, you know, like, I'll get to it. And eventually, this was the last one that I'd be able to find in town, at least on my side of town. So, you know, I decided I better pick this up before I have to go online and pay probably, I think maybe online at something like Amazon or something. He's probably like $40, I think, when I looked one time. So to just go ahead and pick him up at, you know, the retail $20, I think was for the best. So I decided to go ahead and do that. But after this, we just have Hicks, and then we wait for Vasquez, and I guess that's kind of it for the human characters, anyways. But anyways, let's go ahead and open him up. Okay, so Bishop comes with 2 accessories. This is probably the main reason to really buy him. And one of those would be this egg. It's flat on the bottom, so you don't have to worry about it toppling over. But yeah, pretty nice job on the egg here. It's hollow on the inside. Probably at least one person in America who's had sex with this thing, I'm sure. But ignoring that fact, this is done really, really well. You got these... what should I call these, petals, and they've got this sculpted slime going from one to the other, which looks really nice and disgusting. And then the egg has got that kind of horrible, like a T-Rex's scrotum texture to it, and then there's kind of like a really gross green with like splotches of a rusty brown on it as well. Pretty nasty, but fantastic. In addition to that, he comes with a face hugger. Now eventually, well, they did make a little egg carton that came with a couple of eggs. I think if you didn't get that, this is probably what you would have went for, so you can get an actual face hugger. And the detail here is really nice. It's got this kind of wash on it that just makes it look like dirty. Like, I don't know, like this thing's been hiding under a car or something like that. But very, very nice detail on the fingers. And all the way down through the tail. And something nice with the tail is that it is bendy. So you can kind of get some articulation out of that. On the other side, it's just the worst vagina ever. I don't know, if you had to lose a bet and it was like, what would you rather have sex with a face hugger or have a predator go down on you? Because those are like probably the two worst things you'd ever want. You know, let's not even talk about it because it's actually giving me nightmares right now just imagining it in my head. But but here's the face hugger, really nice. Too bad no articulation on the fingers, because that would be really cool if they could close and clamp over like another character's face. But sadly, they don't do that. But I guess you could still have it wrap around a character's neck, kind of. The bendiness is kind of lost at the tip, so you can tell the wire ends right about here, and you can't really do anything with the last little bit. But I mean, you can kind of sort of, you know, get something out of there. So that's not bad either. Really, again, primarily the reason why I wanted this Bishop in the first place. And so here we have Bishop, and he is not looking good. I mean, as far as the sculpt is concerned, as far as this figure is concerned, no, he's looking fantastic, but I mean, just look into those eyes. Dear God. If you get the regular Bishop, I think it really does look like the actor, but this with the weird look kind of almost doesn't look like him, but I guess I can still sort of see it. Anyways, so they did a really nice job here. You can see all of this puke dried onto his face and neck. This is horrible. This is two girls, one android. I'm not sure. But you know, the way they got the sculpt of the hair, that's all really cool. And of course, to see all of the guts and all these little tubes, that is also well done. And then he is just covered in yogurt. And then I guess this is where the alien queen's tail would have came out of, this hole in the middle of his chest. Oddly enough, though, on the back, he doesn't have any goddamn hole. So I feel like maybe they kind of forgot something there. But he looks really great. I mean, you know, it just looks like I dunked him in macaroni and cheese and refused to clean him up. But he's got this kind of wash on him and makes him look like dirty. Well, he's been crawling through a pipe for who knows how damn long. And then, of course, just all of this, I don't know, it's like a disobedient child that has gotten into the paste and he's just been wolfing it down. But it all looks really good. So I think that's pretty cool. For articulation, he can look left and he can look right. Not so much up or down, like kind of, but I mean not really. Then he's got a ball joint at the shoulder. And then a single hinge at his elbow, and that rotates. And then his wrist rotates. Wasn't exactly expecting tons of articulation for a toy that is really only half a toy. But again, you know, at least he does come with the face hugger egg. That's pretty nice. Hasbro would be like, hey, pay the exact price for a tiny ass little Yoda or tiny little R2D2 that you did for Han Solo. No, you don't get anything extra. You're just paying for it. So at least NECA threw in like something to kind of, you know, make it worth it. So I don't feel bad about the $20 I spent to get this. I think this is really cool. If I could get that exclusive nude, then I guess he'd have someone to like hang on to. I guess that's how I would display them. But I don't know if I'm ever gonna get her, so he's pretty much just gonna be, this is his fate now, to just be like this on my shelf. and I don't know. This is all he has to look forward to. And you can see it in his face. It's not much of a life.